Hey guys, welcome back to Glam Finds, and I'm here with another fragrance review, and today we're going to review Nishane Hacivat. Now the presentation for this is actually really nice. I like the bottle. This is the 100 ml, so it's like a perfect square. The box itself is really nice, and I thought about showing it, but I already stored it, and it's like at the bottom of another box, and it just feels like a lot. So I feel like you guys can Google presentation for this and totally see it. It's very nice. It's thick, it's sturdy, and I feel like you guys don't really watch the channel for presentations, so let's get into the scent of this. Everyone kind of already knows, but I'll kind of go over it anyways. The notes that you're going to find in here are pineapple, bergamot, and grapefruit, as well as the notes that make it a little bit richer or darker, and that's going to be patchouli, oak moss, and woody notes. So there are a couple more notes in here, but those are the notes you're going to smell. So it's going to be a citrusy, fruity, woody scent, and I think this one is going to be a little bit darker than a lot of scents in the same vein that I'm not going to go over. Everyone already knows that this gets compared to mostly in Aventus a lot, but this fragrance is a really good one. I do think that I like the patchouli in here. It is deeper. I think the oak moss is actually really prominent personally in this, but you still get the fruity notes and the citrus in here. And I think the fruity notes actually do last throughout. It does get a little darker, a little woodier basically as the scent dries down, but it's a very pleasant fragrance. Again, just kind of a fruity, woody fragrance, but I would say darker because of the oak moss and the patchouli being prominent in here. The patchouli in here is a greener patchouli, just in case you guys are wondering, because I know patchouli can do a lot of different things, but in this, it is green. And it's really nice. I mean, you guys already know how I feel about patchouli, so I was obviously gonna like this one anyways. There is a smidge of an incensey vibe in here. I think it has something to do with maybe the patchouli mixing with the woods or the oak moss or all three of those. It's a really slight, this is not a very smoky fragrance. Again, it's just gonna be kind of fruity with the oak moss, patchouli, and woods just right there, enveloping that fruitiness really well and making it a little bit more mature to my nose. Is it different? I think it's pretty different, although there are a lot of fragrances in the same vein as this and a lot of fragrances you'd wear on the same occasion. But, you know, it is a really nice fragrance, and I've actually enjoyed wearing it on myself. The thing that I enjoy the most about this, though, I would have to say, is the performance. I don't really go nose blind with this one like I do with a lot of other fragrances. I get very easily, I would say, over 12 hours, and it projects really well. And I know that because several hours into wearing this, I was walking through a room and someone that was, I would say 6 feet, maybe just over 6 feet away from me, was able to smell it. So that was pretty good. In terms of who can wear this, this is unisex, and I don't think this has an age. I don't know that anyone under 25 is going to love it. It's not very sweet. Again, it's fruity, but it's not a very sweet fruit. And I think because it has oak moss, if you don't like oak moss, I can't imagine that you're going to like this, because I do smell that to my nose. It's pretty, you know, in there. And if you don't like patchouli, because I know patchouli is a real hit or miss. You either really love patchouli or a lot of people don't really love it quite as much. So if you like the notes in this, if you like something that kind of has that pineapple-y vibe without having the smokiness, well, that Aventus has, I think this could be for you. And if you want it to be just a little bit more complex, to me, I think that does it. And in terms of where you can wear it, this is a Swiss Army knife fragrance. There's nowhere you can't wear it. And season-wise, all season. Because it performs so well, I think it'll do great in winter. But because of the fruitier notes, I think it's going to do great in summer too. I can't even imagine picking it on one over the other. This is just a complete Swiss Army knife fragrance. You can wear it anytime, any place. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. I think it would look great with a white t-shirt. I think it would look great formally, daytime, nighttime, date night. I think you could totally wear it for a date night because it does actually have some darkness to it. Yeah, it's a little fruity, but because of the darkness, I think it would be a really excellent date night fragrance. It does have patchouli, which I think is a really nice note for fragrances that I would choose to wear on a date night. It has woody notes, cedar, oak moss. I think all of those would be very appropriate, and I don't feel like the pineapple and the citrusy notes are going to be too much for a date night. I think they'd actually balance this fragrance out really well. And again, it gets more dark in the dry down anyways, so to me, really good date night fragrance. But again, anytime, any place, it works really well, and you only need a couple sprays. It performs like a beast. I could smell it on my skin after a shower, and it wasn't like I had to do this. I could just smell it very easily off of my skin after a shower. I don't think I have too many fragrances like that. I mean, I have a couple, and I'm going to be doing a fragrances that you can smell through a mask video, I think this week, if I am better with time. But I think it's a really great Swiss Army knife fragrance, and the versatility on this is through the roof. Anyone can wear it to anywhere, and I mean, you can't say that about a lot of fragrances, so I mean, 2 thumbs up for me when it comes to that. Here is where you kind of lose me on this fragrance. I have gotten 0 unsolicited compliments, and I've continued to try to wear this and get one, and I've asked people, I'm like, what do you think? They're like, it's nice. So I'll ask people that are, there are a couple people in my life that I feel like compliment me more than others. So I've asked them, hey, what do you think of this? And they're like, yeah, I mean, it's nice. They have to be prompted to tell me that it's nice, and it's nice is not really a compliment. It's just, it's not bad. It's the same thing. So for the price that I paid for this, I don't think it's nice is that much of a compliment. And here is why I have a problem with that. This one right here, that for 200 ml is 1/3 of the price, actually a little less than 1/3 of the price, gets me a ton of compliments. So I have 200 ml of this, and I have 100 ml of this, right? This cost me just under $200. I think I paid around $185, something like that, on fragrancebuy.ca. This cost me $60, and it was pretty much brand new when I got it. Like, it had just dropped to where you can get it in the States. I think it's $50 for the 200 ml now, so it's even cheaper. This is getting me more compliments than the one that's closer to $200, guys. When I purchase something that's niche, I judge it to a higher standard because I pay more. I did not expect that much with this, but I expected a lot more with this. And that's the only problem I have with it. Is this a lot more natural smelling? Hands down it is. But the general public doesn't seem to care that much about, when something smells synthetic or when something smells natural. Are they exactly the same? No, absolutely not. I would say Hacivat is a lot greener, more natural. And I know a lot of people don't love Club de Nuit Intense Man, the EDP, but I've done so well with it, and the performance on it is amazing. I don't know if it's because of the fact that the Hacivat is greener. I just don't get the amount of compliments, and I thought maybe, maybe it's not projecting that well. No, it's projecting amazing. I always get really good projection off this. So if I ask people how I smell, they'll say nice, and they'll smell me from across a room. But I'm not getting unsolicited compliments, and I think that's why, if you're getting this for yourself and for how you smell, and you want something that's going to smell natural, and you enjoy, the oak moss and the patchouli and everything, it's a great scent. But if you're getting this for compliments, and I know I'm going to get crucified for this, but I can't lie to you guys and tell you to spend, almost $200 on the Hacivat when something that's going to end up being about $50 for 200 ml, which is double, is getting me more compliments. So you guys know that I don't do BS reviews. If I feel a certain way, I'm going to tell you about it. If I'm not getting compliments, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I am. You can smell it through a mask and I'm still not getting compliments, and that says a lot. Do I love it? Yeah, I actually really do. I like these notes. These notes are very agreeable, and they're kind of in the vein of what I enjoy in my fragrances typically, so I already kind of knew I was gonna like it. And you know, for me, if this were to do as well compliment wise as this, I would love it. Even though I'm paying more for it, I think I like the natural note profile of the Hacivat better, but it's not beating Club Nuit Intense Man EDP in terms of compliments, and they're both great performers. So for me, what am I going to tell you guys to buy? I mean, I think it's really obvious. 200 ml, it's $50 currently on fragrancebuy.ca. I hate to be comparing these two, but I can't be the person that comes to you guys and tells you to spend your hard-earned cash on niche fragrances if you care about compliments when you can get something that's in the same vein. I know you guys, again, are going to crucify me for this. They don't smell exactly the same. I have them both right here. Yeah, they don't smell the same. But because they're both compared to your standard of Creed Aventus, I had to bring this to you and tell you that it gets me more compliments. And it's a cheapie. And again, I know a lot of you guys are going to be so mad. It's okay. You can tell me about it in the comments, because I know a lot of you guys probably have both. I'm not going to be the only one. Drop it in the comments section. You know what? Let me know what you think about this in general in the comments section down below. I've had people ask me which one to buy, and that's why I was like, you know what? I'm just going to bring a really honest review, and people are going to hate it. Not everyone, but I know a few of you guys are going to hate it, but I'm not a liar. And here's the thing, this is on my skin. I know a lot of people get a ton of compliments with Hacivat. On me specifically, this is how it worked. You guys already know skin chemistry is going to be different, and I know not everyone does really well skin chemistry wise with this one. So let's also do that. In the comments section down below, if you've tried either one of them, drop that down below and let us know your experience, because everyone has a different skin type. It's really a lot easier if you can read in the comments what different skin types do. Everyone knows my skin sweetens things, so that's my reaction with these two fragrances on me specifically. As always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get notified. Tell us what you think. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.